The AK-47 is arguably the most popular gun in all of Counter-Strike. Its ability to kill in one shot, combined with its fairly reasonable price on the T side, has made it a mainstay of the game since its inception. The skins for this weapon are some of the most popular, and today I wanted to make a video going over every AK-47 skin in CS2 as of today, showcasing its look and going over some basic pricing as of today. The Aquamarine Revenge is a beautiful teal and orange-based skin that features a water flow pattern and several what I believe to be koi fish jumping across the skin. This was added back in the falchion case, and as that case has become increasingly rare, the price for these has gone up with it. The thing about this skin is that it really only looks fantastic in either minimal wear or factory new. While some skins primarily show wear through their brightness, this one ends up looking more beat than a Miami Dolphins quarterback. This is a beautiful skin, and I wish I saw more of them in game, but I think the price is holding a lot of people back. A factory new version will cost you about $110, while minimal wear is sitting at around $65. A battle scarred version can be had for around $17, but man, it is beat. The Frontside Misty is a skin that has always been divisive in the community. I feel like people either love or hate this skin due to its super bright color scheme. It features an electric blue tribal pattern with white accents on a black base. The skin definitely is unique as far as AKs go, but personally, it's a little too busy for my liking. This was added with the shadow case, and currently a factory new version is going for about $70, while Battle Scarred is sitting at around $9. This is another skin where the wear is actually important, however, and I wouldn't recommend a battle scarred one unless you purposely want a rifle that looks mangled. This skin is one that has skyrocketed in price more than almost any other AK skin I've seen released in recent memory. The fuel injector was added with the Operation Wildfire case, and while that was a few years ago, this thing has done nothing but go up in price. It does have an incredibly clean anodized yellow look to it, and I understand why this has become beloved by fans. This is a skin that primarily shows its wear through its brightness, with factory new being the most reflective and clean, but battle scarred not looking like it was put through a wood chipper. A factory new one will cost you about $415, while battle scarred sits around $90. People had been clamoring for Valve to add a golden AK skin for years, so when the gold Arabesque was added, I instantly knew it would be one of the most expensive skins in the game. It was added in the 2021 Dust 2 collection, and features a gold body with the wooden handles showcasing an intricate sort of Middle Eastern fractal design. I think this skin looks incredible, but I have yet to actually see one in a true matchmaking situation. The reason for that is that not a ton of these have dropped, making the ones that have ridiculously expensive. A battle scarred version will cost you about $1.4 thousand, while factory new is currently sitting above $4,000. The souvenir factory new edition actually has a current listing for $20,000. The green laminate is the newest member to the laminate family that was added with the 2021 Vertigo collection. I think laminates are a great skin for sticker combinations, or if you just want a more subtle look in game. I also think having more options for green themed inventories is always a good thing. The other cool thing about these is that the where you get them in really doesn't tend to matter too much other than just the price. A field tested one of these can be had for $13, while factory new is around $25. If you love the look of holographic stickers, then the AK headshot might just be the perfect skin for you. It features a graffiti style art piece of the word headshot with a backing of holographic colors that change based on the angle and lighting. I think this is a beautiful skin and is everything the M4 masterpiece should have been. This is perfect for sticker combos or just rocking it plain. It was added with the Revolution collection and I think will become one of the more popular skins. It currently sells for about $70 factory new and $5 battle scarred, but I think those will slowly come down. I will say this is not a skin you want to pick up in a high float just because they end up looking really beat. The Hydroponic is an incredibly clean eco-themed skin with bright green and white textures alongside some bamboo leaf patterns. This skin is a super clean AK that has been in the game for close to a decade now and was dropped during the update that brought us Operation Bloodhound. This skin has been going up a lot in value as it becomes more and more rare to be dropped, and the factory new version is going for about $2,300 as of today, with the highest float battle scarred goes for about $500. This is a great skin, especially with some drug war veteran stickers. The Ice Cold AK was added to the game with the recoil case, and honestly does a great job filling the gap of mid-tier AKs that go for a reasonable price. It features a blue to green fade on the AK alongside some white designs to help add some detail. It is a pretty clean skin, and thankfully doesn't show wear as bad as other skins in the game. A factory new version sells for about $16 today, and battle-scarred versions can be picked up for $3.50. Overall, I think it's a pretty solid skin, considering how affordable it is even for the best floats. When the Inheritance was added to the game with the kilowatt case, I instantly knew it was going to be popular in the long term. Any AK with a simplistic look and a clean design tends to get a lot of love from the community, and this one has been no exception so far. While I do love the fine china look the skin has, I do think at the moment it is still a bit overpriced for what it is. A factory new version goes for about $200 today, while Battle Scarred sells for $60 despite not looking anywhere near as clean as the factory new version. I do think this skin will come back in line on its pricing eventually, and when that happens, I'll definitely be picking one up. The Jaguar is one of the oldest AK skins in the game. It was added in 2014 with the eSports Summer case and features a green jungle camo pattern with a Jaguar on the side. It looks like this Jaguar is also aimbotting with a red crosshair in its eye. This skin does look fine all the way down to field tested, since it isn't really a skin that has to look shiny and new to look great. A factory new one floats around $200 since the case it comes from doesn't drop anymore, and a battle scarred version sits at around $40 by comparison. A really cool craft I've seen with these is an I Buy Power sticker on the head of the Jaguar to really add some flair. The Jet Set is a very old school skin that was added with the baggage collection way back near the introduction of skins to the game. It has a leather luggage look on the grip and stock, while the rest of the skin has stickers from various countries and cities around the world. I think this is a pretty clean skin, but due to its rarity, it has gone up quite a bit in price compared to what it used to cost. The nice thing about these is that the wear doesn't matter too much, since it primarily affects the brightness and not the true wear of the skin. A battle scarred version will have darker leather, but still looks great. A factory new one will cost you around $1,000, while battle scarred sells for around $250 for comparison. The AK Jungle Spray was added with the original Aztec collection in CSGO. It is a simple jungle camo pattern on the AK. It looks fine for what it is, and I could see this being a favorite if you like to rock more realistic skins or have a green themed inventory. This skin is definitely one where you're going to want to go for a low float because the battle scarred ones can look incredibly beat. These skins used to be pretty reasonably priced, but ever since it stopped dropping as often it has skyrocketed. A factory new version is selling for around $200 today, while battle scarred is about $5. I do think this is a very clean skin, but for $200 there are a lot better options even if you just want a camo AK in my opinion. The Leet Museo was added with Operation Riptide. It has a cubist art style that apparently shows terrorist players sneaking along on Dust 2. I think this is a very unique art style compared to any other AK skin in the game, but it is a bit more niche due to the fact most people playing this game just want a neon green AK. The texture to the skin is pretty unique as far as AK skins go too, and I wish I ran into these more in game because I love to see them. A factory new version costs about $85 as of today, while Battle Scarred sells for about $17. This is a skin that primarily wears through its brightness, so honestly picking up a field tested one would be your best bang for your buck. The Legion of Anubis is a pretty sweet AK skin that features a great art scene of Anubis leading the charge in some sort of ancient Egyptian battle. This skin looks really clean and is pretty unique as far as its theming goes. It was added with the Shattered Web collection, but one thing I wish I could change about this skin is that it would wear in terms of brightness instead of removing the design. Metallic skins usually are more forgiving on floats, but this one is an exception. A factory new one costs about $15, while a battle scarred version can be had for $3.70. The Neon Revolution is definitely one of the brightest AK skins in the game. It features neon pink paint splattered across an AK with Anarchy written in neon green along the side. I want to preface what I'm about to say by saying that every person likes different skins, and I don't think this skin is necessarily bad to some people. However, I think this is the ugliest AK skin in the game by far. I think it is pretty obnoxious to look at, but I know it has a cult following. It was added in the Gamma 2 case, and a factory new version costs about $70, while Battle Scarred floats in the $15 region. I have no beef if you love this skin, it's just not for me. The Neon Rider is a sick vaporwave styled skin that has been highly desired by players since it was added in the Horizon case. The purple and teal mix perfectly, and I think there is a reason this skin has always been pretty stable above the $100 mark for factory new. I personally love this skin, and while I'm a little bit biased, I feel like most of the community will back me up on this one. Factory new Neon Riders will cost you about $140 as of today, while a battle-scarred version only costs about $20. I will warn you, as far as skins that show a lot of wear go, this one ends up looking pretty beat by the time it ends up battle-scarred. The Asiimov is one of the cleanest skins, no matter what weapon it is on. It was inspired by science fiction writer Isaac Asimov's futuristic style. They are mainly an incredibly clean white with orange shapes across the skin and black highlights. I love this skin on the Op M4 and AK, and I think the community agrees because all of them are incredibly in demand. It was added with the Danger Zone case, and since those are no longer being dropped, since Danger Zone doesn't exist anymore, the price has started to trend upwards. Factory new is around $200, while Battle Scarred sits at about $20. The Black Laminate is another entry into the Laminate family. These skins are pretty straightforward in their design. The wood on the AK has been replaced with a black wood version that does look pretty clean if you ask me. I think these skins are perfect hosts for stickers since they are pretty much a blank slate, but still different enough to be noticeable from a standard AK. This was a part of the original Vertigo collection, and it has been increasing in rarity since the new collection was introduced. A factory new version floats around the $275 mark, while the cheapest wear is actually field tested, which sits at about $27. I think this skin is sick, and it's not like there will be more of them added. The Nightwish was added in the Dreams and Nightmares case. It is a bright neon themed skin with a demon from your nightmares front and center. This skin is definitely a better approach at bright neon colors than some of the other skins in the game, and I think it will always be pretty popular for those who love a loud inventory. The factory new version of this skin sits at about $60, while the battle scarred version rests around $4. The thing with this skin is that it shows wear quite a bit, which is why there is such a price discrepancy. The Orbit Mark I is a space-themed AK with a futuristic gray and anodized red look that is simple but manages to look great on almost every map in the game. I think this skin is honestly pretty solid, considering it never is going to break the bank to get your hands on one. It's been in the game since Operation Hydra, but despite that, a factory new version can still be had for about $25. Battle Scarred goes for about $13, but this is one of those skins where the wear really only affects the brightness of the pattern overall. A field-tested version for about the same prices as Battle Scarred looks great. The Bloodsport has become a fan favorite skin ever since its introduction in the Spectrum case. This skin wears primarily through its brightness, but Factory New has a sweet anodized orange look alongside some Japanese writing with yellow and black accents. This skin is gorgeous in my opinion, and I really love the way all the design themes blend together. Apparently this is a pretty popular opinion because the pricing on these things has gone up quite a bit as the case becomes more rare. A factory new one will cost you about $140, while field tested and well worn both sit at around $105 respectively. The AK Panthera Onca is a new and improved version of the Jaguar. It features a leopard or some type of jungle cat on the side of the gun, alongside a multicam finish and engravings on the foregrip and stock. It is a part of the Ancient Collection, which means you either have to get it from a souvenir case or a weekly drop. Because of this, I think the price is a bit inflated for how simple the design is. A factory new, non-souvenir version sells for about $300, while Battle Scarred still sells for about $150. I think this skin is cool, but I do like the Jaguar a bit better for a similar theme. The Blue Laminate is yet another entry to the Laminate family. It features some blue wood in place of the traditional brown wood stock, handle, and handguard. These skins all make an incredible host for skins, but the Blue Laminate especially works well with a lot of team colors and holo sticker reflections. This was back in the Winter Esports 2013 case, and actually hasn't inflated in price too much considering how old it is. A factory new version can be had for like $14, and the cheapest version is field tested at about $10. This is a solid skin you can pick up for pretty cheap, and the Laminate family are all classics. The Phantom Disruptor was added to the game in the Prisma 2 case. It features a cool design of spirits and phantoms in yellow and blue across the weapon. I think this skin is pretty clean, considering it's on the lower end of the price spectrum. I see quite a few of these moving around in matchmaking. A factory new version sits at just $10, while Battle Scarred is around $3.50. This is definitely a solid pick if you need to keep your AK on the cheaper end of things, and the design is pretty cool for how common these are at the moment. The Cartel is a very clean AK that features a ton of intricate engraving into the metal of the gun. The magazine features a Day of the Dead skill, and the rest of the gun features some skulls and traditional Mexican design patterns. This skin is definitely very clean, yet understated. The cool thing about this skin is that the wear literally only affects the brightness, so even field tested looks pretty great on the server. This was added in the original Chroma case, and a factory new version currently costs about $30, while the cheapest version is field tested at just under $10. The Point Disarray AK is one that features a pattern of red, blue, and white spikes across the weapon. This was added with the revolver case back when they added the broken R8 into the game. Ever since, it has been a solid mid-tier AK that sees a lot of use in matchmaking, and even some USC on the professional level. This skin does show wear quite a bit, so I would recommend either minimal wear or factory new if you're going to rock one. Factory new costs about $30, while Battle Scarred costs about $7 as of today. The AK47 Elite build was the skin I rocked the most when I was a teenager without a job. It is very simple in its design, but it primarily features a black and gray pattern with yellow highlights. This thing is pretty clean, but is definitely one of the more common AK skins in the game. It does show wear a little bit, but since the entire skin is black anyways, it doesn't really show that much. It was introduced with the Chroma 2 case, and currently a factory new one costs about $5, while Battle Scarred sits at about 90 cents. This is definitely my favorite budget AK skin, and I think the price is why they're so common. The AK47 Emerald Pinstripe was added with the original Bank collection and features a design with green and white on a black handguard and stock. It's a pretty classic skin at this point and does look pretty good, especially if you combine it with stickers. I actually own one of these with some Spirit holographic stickers on it, and it looks great. A factory new version will cost about $9 as of today, while Battle Scarred is the cheapest wear at around $2. I do think if Bank is not added back to the game, there is a small chance this skin does go up in price, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of demand. The AK47 Predator is a pretty straightforward skin with a green and brown tiger stripe texture. If you love more realistic AK skins, then this one is probably perfect for you. It is technically a part of the Dust collection, which has made it a lot more rare to be dropped. While this is a pretty simple skin, the prices have gone up a lot, and a factory new version sits at about $75, while the field tested version is technically the cheapest at about $21. I do think this is a skin where if you're going to rock it, you're going to want the lowest wear, because it shows wear quite a bit. The Purple Baroque is definitely an AK skin that has been added to the game. It has a very dark purple crosshatch pattern across the skin that does look pretty clean in low floats. It was added with the Canal collection, and as such has had a slight increase in price recently. The factory new version will run you about $16, and the Battle Scarred version is sitting at about $6 for comparison. Overall, I think this is a very simple AK skin, and while it's not my personal favorite, I can't anyone who wants to pick one up. The Empress was added in the Spectrum 2 collection. It features a very clean red, blue, and yellow design that has an Empress dead center of the skin. I actually personally love this skin and think it looks beautiful on almost every map. It has started to increase in price a little bit, but overall, a factory new version of the Empress will cost you around $140 as of today, while the Battle Scarred version goes for around $22. I will say that this skin shows wear quite a bit, so while Battle Scarred may seem like a great deal, it actually is pretty beat once you see it. The Rat Rod is one of the newer AK skins into the game. It is another one of those skins that primarily shows wear through brightness, which is honestly great for collectors, and since the design is already based around a beat AK with a simple Spitfire-esque design. I think this is a pretty sweet skin overall, and it won't break the bank even if you have factory new. It was added with the Shattered Web case, and currently a factory new version will cost you about $11, while the Battle Scarred version is about $2.70. The Fire Serpent has earned a legendary status amongst Counter-Strike players as one of the most expensive and rare AK skins in the game. It has a design of a serpent across the skin, with the rest of the skin remaining pretty close to the vanilla version. It has been in the game since the Bravo collection, and because those cases have become insanely expensive, the skin has gone up in price. A Battle Scarred version costs about $510, while a factory new version costs about $2.4K. This is definitely one of the most expensive expensive AK skins in the game, but I do think it has an iconic design combined with a lot of hype. The first class, AK47, was added with the baggage collection and features a leather green handguard and stock alongside a plum red handle. This is another one of those skins that wears primarily through its brightness, so you don't have to worry about grabbing the lowest float. The price on these are going up quite a bit, with factory new sitting at about $250, while the current cheapest version is the battle-scarred wear at about $70. It's a clean AK skin, especially combined with some stickers to really make it pop. The red laminate is yet another entry to the laminate family, this time obviously with a red color theme. It does look great, and as someone who personally has a red loadout, it has become one of my favorite AK skins in the game. It was added with the esports case in 2013, and has become a bit of a rarer skin due to those skins not dropping as frequently as before. It doesn't really matter what wear you get these in, because they wear in terms of brightness, but factory new is sitting at about $320, while battle scarred is more around $40. The AK47 Redline is definitely one of the more popular red-themed AKs in the game. It is a carbon fiber base with a red highlight across the skin in a few different areas. It was added in the Operation Phoenix case, and ever since has been one of the few red AK skins to have a huge gain in price. The minimal wear version, which is the lowest float for this skin, sits at around $114, while a battle-scarred version sits at about $12. This skin shows wear a ton, so even minimal wear can look a bit used unless you purposely get a lower float. The AK-47 Safari Mesh is one of the most famous AK skins, primarily because it's perfect meme fuel. It has added with the original Dust 2 collection, and has been a mainstay of cheap AK skins ever since. The cool thing about these is that if you love it, they are very affordable. While the souvenir versions may reach into the hundreds of dollars, the non-souvenir factory new version can be had for just $2. A battle-scarred version, however, can be had for 10 cents if you feel like buying one and putting 4 drug war veteran stickers on it for the meme. The AK-47 safety net was added back in the 2018 Inferno collection. It is a pretty cool orange, white, and gray net camo pattern. It is pretty clean, and honestly, I think it is one of the more underrated CS skins in the game. I don't see a ton of these in the game day to day, but it is pretty slick in my opinion. This skin has become a bit more rare as time has gone on, but the factory new version costs about $6, while the cheapest version is actually field tested at about $2.20. I think as time goes on, this will only become more rare, and I think it will become more expensive as the years tick by. The AK-47 Slate is a very clean, all-black AK with a polymer handguard and stock that matches the black color scheme. It is a perfect host for any sticker crafts you can imagine, and does look better than the stock AK you get in the game. It was added into the Snakebite collection and has become a fan favorite ever since. A factory new version will cost you about $10, but this is a skin that shows wear incredibly well in the game, no matter the wear. The cheapest wear on the market right now is well worn at about $2.50 for comparison. The AK-47 Steel Delta is pretty much a darker Damascus steel put on the AK. It features a darker wood alongside a black and gray pattern across the rest of the AK. It was added into the game with the Anubis collection, and I really do think it is a great looking skin. It really does show off the new CS2 engine very well, and I think it is pretty underrated. The best part of this skin is that it doesn't really show wear that much depending on the wear, and while factory new goes for about $2.20, while the cheapest wear is field tested at about $1.20. The AK Uncharted is a brown AK skin that features carvings into the wood paneling, and the skin has become one of the most popular cheaper AK skins in the game. It was added into the game with the Prisma case, and ever since it has been pretty popular with a lot of players on a budget. This is a skin I think looks a lot better into the lower floats, because the higher float you get, the more beat it becomes. A factory new version is currently on the market for just about $1, while the cheapest version is field tested at about 30 cents. The AK Vulcan is one of the most sought after AK skins in the game. It was added with the Huntsman collection and has become increasingly rare as the case has been dropped less and less. It is a nice blue, white, and black pattern with an octagonal texture across the entire skin. It really is a beautiful looking skin, but that beauty comes with a pretty insane price tag. A factory new version today will cost you about $800, and Battle Scarred goes for about $110. What is nuts is that this is a skin that shows a ton of wear, so even if you want to drop $110 on a battle scarred version, it really won't look too great. The AK Wateland Rebel is an AK that looks like it just spent a tour of duty in a Civil War conflict. It has a beat down brown camo with white graffiti along the side, and while that might not sound too cool, I do think this is a pretty sweet skin. It was added during Operation Vanguard, and has always been a pretty underrated skin in my opinion. The nice thing about this skin is while it does show quite a bit of wear, the base of the skin is meant to look like an apocalyptic AK anyways. A field-tested version fulfills the same purpose as far as an aesthetic. A battle-scarred version costs about $25, while factory new costs about $215. The AK Wild Lotus is one of the newer AK skins in the game, since its addition in the St. Mark collection. It features a beautiful red and pink flower design on a teal skin with other details in tan and white. I think this skin is absolutely beautiful, and I wish there was an easier way to get my hands on it. The price for these things is absolutely insane, and they have been one of the most expensive skins in the game since its release. The factory new version has a recent sale for about $14,000, while a battle-scarred version costs about $3,000 for comparison. The AK X-Ray is one of the rarest AK skins in the game since its addition in the game with the Havoc collection. It can't be opened from a regular case and instead has to be dropped, which makes it much more rare than a common skin. This also has made the price inflated compared to the M4A4 variant. The factory new version costs about $2,000, while the battle-scarred version costs about $275 as of today. I do think this is a beautiful skin, but it does cost an absolute ton considering its rarity. Those are all of the AK skins currently in CS2 at the current moment, and if you like videos like this, then we are posting every skin in the game and doing skin videos on a daily basis. Thank you all so much for watching.